2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Legit Smith.
And it's been a long summer.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. We have been waiting for this day for a long time. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. After a brisk offseason, it's finally upon us, fellas.
What's that?
Opening night.
Oh, tonight's opening night?
Hey,
oh, those are preseason
games. Shaq, your thoughts on how important it is for a team to get off to a fast start?
Well, early wins gives you confidence.
Oh, do they ever?
Makes you more intimidating to play against.
Oh, does it ever?
I'm so excited. I miss you guys this summer.
Oh, I know. What have you been doing?
I'm happy to be here. I went to China about 59 times.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun 72 times.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the North Pole twice.
Oh, wow.
How's
so
that?
A pretty uneventful summer for you.
It was bad. I was looking for Santa. I couldn't find it.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to. The fans.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You can taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time.
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not mind being a vocal leader. He said conflict was just part of the game for me growing up. I played outdoors, and if you didn't win, you might not play again for the rest of the day. Now I'm the leader of this team, and I expect nothing less than greatness out of all of us. I'm going to hold everyone accountable.
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year.
And guys, how surreal is it to see Kyrie Irving in a green Celtics jersey in this building? A little over a year ago, he was the toast of the town for his finals winning shot. Now, he's the enemy, the guy who wanted out, and these fans are going to let him know about it.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. LeBron outside. It's a pick by Love. Pass to Hood. Love kicks to Hood. And stolen by Tatum. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston. Morris is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Tatum in at the 3. Love, no luck.
And it's just a strange situation. Irving was traded away, but remember, he asked to be traded. I doubt he'll get too much sympathy from the fans going forward. And it just goes to show how fast things can happen in the NBA.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's just great confidence from James. Effortlessly letting it fly whenever he's in rhythm.
The pass to Smart to the inside. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And gets physical on the boards and just really pays for it with the over-the-back call.
I'd like to see him use his head a little more than his body for the rest of the game. Don't get caught out of position in the first place.
Morris outside. At the elbow, Irving. Horford dishes to Morris. Back to Horford. Over Thompson. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And even with the hand in his face, when Horford gets it in that close, he barely needs to see the rim to get it up and down.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Kicks it to Morris. From outside the arc, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Cavs, a powerhouse team, but they're used to overcoming long odds as well.
And when you think of their 3-1 deficit against the Warriors in 2016, going on to win it all, that was just crazy. But last season, the largest second-half comeback in playoff history, in the clutch, they always respond.
Horford the pass to Smart. Tatum kicks to Irving. Dishes to Tatum. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Tatum's got his first bucket of the night.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clarkson against Irving. Knocked loose and stolen by Horford. Goes up on the wing. Smart misses.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
Hood dishes to LeBron. Love with the screen for LeBron. And another miss by Cleveland. Celtics on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
I mean, Al Horford has a complete game. He can hit a big shot. He can get a defensive stop. I mean, even setting a great screen. And let's not forget about his passing. He does it all.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. LeBron with it. Passes it to Clarkson. Outside Hood. Feeds to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Over Tatum. Here's Thompson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder. Crashes with power.
There's the feed to Smart. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Looking here at some numbers for Horford. Good season for him last year. He was around 14 points a game last year. 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Larry Nance is checked in for Thompson. Green comes in for Kevin Love. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hood. And George Hills subbed in for Clarkson. James, chalk up 2 there.
Oh, he's shooting a fantastic mark from the field to begin this one.
On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 15-6 run. Took him no time at all on that one. Rozier's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Hill passes to Nance. Poke loose. From 12 feet out. Misses off the right iron. Celtics leading by 12. Ogilvy passes to Baines. Here's Ogilvy, guarded by Green. Back to Baines. Pass to Rozier. Celtics passing it around. Round kicks to Baines. Nance with the rebound.
No reason he couldn't have taken more time and finished that one off. Disappointing miss for sure. A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Up again. Rebound Boston. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Brown. Great tee that time from Green.
I think a kick out is the better option there. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. LeBron dishes to Hill. And Tatum over to help. Back to James. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Count it.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Green kicks to Korver. Hits it from three-point range. Korver's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs. Here's Rozier. He kicks it to Baines. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Baines has got his first points of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Ojale, and the layup's good off the glass.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Celtics lead by 13. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But
again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
Korver and LeBron are the wings. Green is out there with Nance, and it's Hill in at the one spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And the basket by Rozier.
Oh, beautiful-looking three ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
And there's always a special feel to the evening on opening night. Wouldn't you agree, Chris?
I agree. For players and fans alike, I mean, this is the one night you actually get to believe that you have a chance of winning the championship because you're 0-0. Not until after the game does reality set in. So this is a great night for everyone. Optimism abound.
To the middle, stolen by Monroe. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Nance. Kevin Love comes in for LeBron. Rodney Hood's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Clarkson in for George Hill. Marcus Morris is checked in for Boston. Irving comes in for Jaylen Brown. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Irving from long range. He can't get that one to fall. Great tee that time from Hood. Down low, stolen by Monroe. Inside, here's Tatum. That one good for two. Tatum's got 9 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Hands of the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Morris. How he did last season. Put up about 14 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Back to Irving and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Celtics.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Here's Clarkson, stolen by Monroe. Four points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Well, and the Celtics bringing in Brad Stevens as head coach in 2013. That same summer, they made their blockbuster trade with the Nets. 2 home run moves for their franchise.
Rozier, the pass to Monroe. For 3. No good on the shot. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Shot to end this cold run, and Thompson throws it down.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
And the Celtics signed Brad Stevens to a 6-year contract to lure him away from Butler in college basketball. Chris, they were very confident he'd be a great coach.
Well, they might want to pull out their pen and have him sign another 6-year deal real quick because he's already established himself as one of the league's top coaches.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Terry Rozier. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Morris. There's the dish to Horford. And he makes that one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, Cleveland shooting around 40% from the floor here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Thompson, that's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Thompson is a super confident guy, prepared to shoot immediately off the pass.
Smart misses.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Poked away and stolen by Hood. Stolen by Monroe. To the inside. Smart kicks to Horford. On the wing, Irving. For the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, and that's his first 3 of the second quarter. Third overall this game.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
James checked in for Cleveland. Hill comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Then for the Celtics, Aaron Baines comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Brown in for Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson, and he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Nice ball movement by Boston. Irving from long range. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
But that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
Hood, a screen on Irving, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. A different look now for Cleveland. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Korver in for Hood. Hill against Irving. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hill kicks to LeBron. Got a piece of it. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Smart. Good D by James.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy dudes.
And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And the dunk by Brown.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court. for the high percentage shot.
9 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's LeBron. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland and East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Morris is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
That's just outstanding awareness from Irving right there. Remarkable at finding his guys when they're wide open. Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach. He's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs.
The screen from Thompson. They set the pick. Clarkson dishes to Love. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And Ty Lue not shy about holding his stars accountable.
No, he's not. He'll critique everyone from the 15th man up to LeBron. He still wants his players' input, asking his guys what works for them, what they're comfortable with.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
Yeah, the Celtics have stars with Hayward and Kyrie Irving, but their strength is their depth. Not a lot of fat on this roster. They're all capable.
And on the way from Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pass to Clarkson. Tipped away. James, the pass to Thompson. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Here's Irving. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. And the Celtics collecting assets, but there's only so many roster spots.
Well, Coach Stevens said he wouldn't employ traditional roles with this team. It really breaks it down to ball handling.
The pass to Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Oh, man, how about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High-efficiency offense right there.
Now here's James. D right on him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in free throw percentage, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Rozier, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Clarkson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season. Coming up short.
A 3-ball. Connects from 3-point range. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the paint. And stolen by Hood. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points. Has the NBA ever seen a more dominant athlete than LeBron James? He's the quickest player on the floor at any given time and the strongest, just one of a kind.
Kicks it to Smart. Celtics passing it around. Here's Morris. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Morris has got his second basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Clarkson kicks to Thompson. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Ogilvy is checked in for Boston. Here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game. Armor. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for James. Corver comes in for Rodney Hood. And George Hills subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Then for the Celtics, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Brown in for Tatum. Ogilvy passes to Rozier. Baines inside. He's guarded by Love. Good D by Love. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. For 3, Hill.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
He dishes it to Nance. It's picked off. Here's Ogilvy. 2 points. That one goes.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Kyle Korver on top.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Outside Hill. Love outside. To the middle. Here's Nance. That falls. Great assist by Love. Nance has got his first points in this one.
Love moves the ball so well, especially when he spots an open man.
Down low. Here's Brown. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Green. And the Celtics building a new 70,000 square foot practice facility. They'll call it the Auerbach Center.
Oh, yeah, very impressive. Set to open this spring, the Celtics, one of those forward-thinking organizations. I'm not surprised to see them investing in their player development.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Love kicks to Green. And Baines pulls it down.
Oh, I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Here's Rozier. Passes it to Ojale. Rebound, Love. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
You know Carver is known for his lights-out shooting ability. He's a long-range bomber who continues to shoot at a high clip.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Ojale. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Irving against Hill. Irving can't get it to go.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Rozier. No good. And so it's Boston, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Now Cleveland shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Smith is out there with Williams. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Hill. And it's Nance in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Boston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. They get it back. Monroe's shot is good.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on a team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing that they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Calderon's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Marcus Morris is checked in for Brown.
Look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
Irving against Calderon. He feeds it to Korver. Dishes it to Nance. Calderon for 3, but they'll get another chance. Second chance shot, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Look at that focus from Korver inside. He has a nice soft touch when he's in close next to the basket.
And Chris, you had the chance to play with Kyle Korver in Philadelphia. A decade later, he makes his first All-Star appearance.
Yeah, he's my rookie, the 51st pick of the 2003 draft. Nobody outside of the Korver family expected him to become this talented, but I knew he was going to be a heck of a sniper when I saw him practicing, shooting every day.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Nance.
One shot.
Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is soft when you look through their lens. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally and can't use your hands to guard.
Stolen by Smart. Pass to Nader. All alone. Offensive rebound. Monroe left side. In the corner, Irving with it. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Cavaliers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Thompson sets the pick for Calderon. Outside for Korver. Poked loose. On the wing, Korver. The 19-footer is on the money. Korver's got 10 points here in the second half.
Love watching Korver catch on fire. When he's in the zone, so tough to shake.
Now here's Smart, guarded by Korver. Monroe dishes to Irving. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 22.
He continues to get space and let his outside jumper fly. He's been spectacular this game.
Calderon passes to Thompson. Here's the break. Here's Monroe. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
And the basket is good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Calderon with it. Now guarded by Smart. Calderon kicks to Thompson. Thompson is doubled. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And Chris, during your playing days, you were on some incredibly talented teams and also some teams that were destined to come up short, so to speak. How big was the difference in the culture between a team who might contend for a title and the culture of a team that is just trying to grow and become a good team?
You can tell the minute that you walk into an organization which team that you're playing for, whether it's a team finding identity or a team that believes in themselves. And it's a big difference. It's a difference in the way that the winners approach every day. It's a difference in the way that you take your job serious, or that you approach the small things and pay attention to the details. And so you notice when you're in a good culture and a bad culture, and it all starts at the top. And hopefully, if you're fortunate to stay in this league long enough, you'll be around the right culture. But the right culture is just doing all the positive things when no one is watching, and then hoping for great results. And when you do that, I think you're in a great culture.
And he can't get the first one. And the Pacers trading away the coveted George Hill. Going into last season, they wanted more of a passer at the point guard position.
And that's the one thing about Hill. He's more of a combo guard than a true point. He keeps his turnovers low, but as far as creating a ton of shots for his teammates, that's not really his game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that,
makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The feed now to Smith.
Celtics foul. That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, J.R. Smith. Taking 2 shots. 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
We know this guy Smith is one of the most fearless shooters in the game. I don't know if he's ever seen a shot he didn't like.
He's off on the second. Hill against Irving. Launches it. That shot missing. Hill with some nice D. Smith outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at an early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight individually and in the team flow?
Just wanted to come out here and compete, get the win. We wanted to set a standard for ourselves. The most important thing was just coming out here and competing for my teammates and, doing whatever possible to get this win.
And you all did that tonight. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.